At exactly 2:12 in the morning, a strange thing happened. Every radio in town started to hiss, and then silence. One by one, the streetlights blinked out. Cars just stopped dead in the middle of the road. And in the space of just 11 minutes, 3 of your neighbors simply disappeared. There was no struggle. No one called for help. And there's zero CCTV footage that explains any of it. If that sounds impossible to you, then you need to keep watching, because what happened next makes the official story look like a total cover-up. This was a small river town. You know the type: tight streets, old churches, and families who always locked their doors by 10 o'clock. The blackout itself lasted only 11 minutes. It was short enough that most people just figured a transformer blew, but when you look at the details, none of it adds up. Security cameras all over town froze on the exact same frame. Digital watches all reset to midnight, and before they died, digital radios played this low, harmonic tone. The neighbors who last saw the 3 missing people said everything was normal. They went to bed, the clocks stopped, and by morning, the houses were just empty. But investigators found something even stranger. All 3 of the missing people had reported the exact same thing earlier that week. A low humming sound coming from under their floorboards. Everyone dismissed it as plumbing issues or maybe distant trains. Then there was this local ham radio operator. The week before the blackout, he recorded a faint, patterned signal on an unused frequency. He said it sounded algorithmic, like it was repeating a code, so people started to whisper. Was this some weird natural phenomenon, a secret government experiment, or was it something that just doesn't fit into our understanding of the world? When analysts finally pulled the satellite imagery from that night, they noticed a hole, not a hole in the sky, but a hole in the data. For exactly 11 minutes, the entire town produced no thermal signature, no radar blips, no satellite telemetry. It was as if every instrument in the world had been told to just look the other way. Of course, officials closed the file. They classified the satellite logs, and the locals learned to keep their silence. The 3 houses remained exactly as they were, doors locked, lights off, but totally empty. For weeks, dogs refused to even go near those homes. The most chilling detail comes from an investigator's private notebook. It just says, "Object observed" in margin. Instruments failed when focused on it. They never explained what it was. So here's the question I want you to answer in the comments. If a whole town can disappear from every instrument for 11 minutes, what else might vanish right before our eyes, before we even notice? If you want to hear more unexplained mysteries like this one, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button so you don't miss the next file I dig up. Thanks for watching.